Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, on the Bitcoin chart, we can identify a downside impulse from the recent high. This downside impulse, might have completed here in circle one. The other scenarios are all still relevant. Yellow, which is bullish, but extremely questionable due to the deep pullback and the basic, well, it's not invalidated, but it's become very unlikely due to the break of support. So the yellow scenario is the bullish count still valid, will be invalidated below the red line, and invalidation is very likely. Invalidation point is 91,400. Then we've got the blue scenario. If the market drops directly without any healthy bounce, then we could be dealing with a blue scenario in which we are in a very direct fashion going to complete wave C. For me, the least likely scenario, I have to say, but it is still, if the market continues to drop, this is a level which is highly relevant. So I'm going to watch how the market is going to react there. 87,480, because that's an ideal target for a C wave. If we have an A wave down, which bottomed then here around the 20th of December, we had a B wave up and this C wave down. So yeah, I would definitely pay attention to this level in a wider wave 4, and then the white scenario seems to be leading for now, which is a nice 5-wave move down. Well, a lot of people don't like that. It is what it is. It's a wave 4 correction that just needs to complete, and the market can't only go up, so there have to be pullbacks. Now, the problem with this structure so far is that I normally would like to see a more healthy wave 2 bounce before we go down lower. That wave 2 might also provide a short trade setup, but we don't really have a clear short trade setup, I would say, at the moment, because the parameters are not so clear unless you want to short with a stop above the green line, but there's a risk of a stop run and then we go down. So it is difficult trading here, I would say. But the problem is with the white scenario that I haven't seen a healthy wave 2 bounce. As far as I can see, the selling that we've seen today is based on quite low volume, so it's not really anything major, just a lack of bias here in this region. And it is possible wave 2 already topped, actually, right? That's still a reasonable assumption. But when the price broke below yesterday's low, we've actually witnessed today a bit of a recovery. Now we are still below the intraday high. So it's basically a range at the moment. Both are reasonable. Only a break above the green line, which is located at 95,490, would suggest or confirm that a wider wave 2 is unfolding. At the moment, you could say the wave 2 already topped, but I don't particularly like it because it's so weak, that wave 2, and it is it raises questions about the validity of the wave count, because such a weak wave 2 bounce is rare and just shows and proves that there are just no bias here at the moment, right? A wider wave 2 is more common, and Bitcoin at least is trying to form it. That doesn't necessarily mean we have to break above the green line, because it would be based on a flat correction with a low B wave, an overshooting B wave to the downside. And in this scenario, the market could now be working on a C wave to the upside. But so, it's a bit difficult to say, is this a wider wave 2? Did the wave 2 already top? Looks a bit more like a wider wave 2, but then the problem is if it doesn't really break above the A wave high, it's difficult to confirm that, right? Either way, the near-term pressure seems to be down until we see a very clear 5-wave move up followed by a 3-wave pullback. Then we could think about, okay, have we actually bottomed in yellow wave 2? But that is currently not preferred. So white is preferred. On the way down, I will, however, pay attention to that 87,480 level and watch for a possible reaction. Only a 5-wave move up followed by a 3-wave pullback might shift probabilities back towards the yellow directly bullish scenario, but again, that scenario will be invalidated below the red line. Yeah, that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, Make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.